Okay, hello everyone. Video number 2. So let's take a look at our gold account, which we've opened last week, Thursday, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and open Trading Station here. So let's take a look at the chart first. So that's a gold chart, and let's make it maybe 4 hour. So you can see on this chart that gold is pretty much been trading up for a while now, and we came down to support line right here. So now we don't know if this is going to break this support line and continue lower, or this is gonna hold and the gold would go higher. So this is unknown, and because it's unknown, we we just we cannot take any bias. Like, we cannot assume that it's going up or down. So we just play, go with the flow, play what market gives us. But so far it looks like this nice green candle, maybe on 1 hour chart. Yeah, it looks like there's some support. So I would say in this case, because we don't know if it's gonna turn right back up or is it gonna continue, we would say, okay, 1260, maybe 1261, that would be support. I mean, resistance. So I would bet if gold breaks this level, it's going up. Or if there's not enough support, there's not enough bulls to move it higher, so it probably will stay for some time here, and maybe tomorrow morning on European market open or even earlier, it will break this level and continue lower. So now let's go back to our charts, to our trade station here, to our strategy. First, let's just take a look here. So you see now we have equity, 101,354. So basically we made so far like 1,300 since Friday, since Thursday. So that's 1.3% in one day, so not too shabby. That's our margin, 98%. So, and if I go to open positions, here you see that the strategy, the application we have, it actually set up the stop here for us. So, and this one is at the right level because 1260. So I think it protected. Uh, let's see, if we go back and check on the strategy, we will know. So we will be reminded. And you see here, the strategy actually was stopped because when market was closed over the weekend, it wasn't available. So this strategy stopped. So we have to restart it. And basically, we do it. So if it didn't work, so just go back to automate open. Okay, manage extensions. I think. No, not here. Well, I've been a while since I did it last time. I think I'll just probably need to restart it. That's why. So I'm going to close FXCM and then go back and restart it. So I've changed the password, by the way, so it's different than what you've seen last time, but the investor password remained the same, and I will show you how you can use it just in a little bit. So let's go new strategy alert, smart stop. So it's the settings wouldn't change. So you see when we gained 700 we locked 200, and for 1200 we locked 400 pips. So I think that locked actually 200 pip. So we restarted, And here you will see for strategy dashboard we have one active, and if you highlight it here you'll see it's active, so green, all good. So now let's go back to these positions here. So you can see that this one was open at 1264, so, and that's what we set up, 65, 60, 55, 50, right? But because when market is moving fast, this is what we call slippage, because it can open exactly at the price which we requested, but it's pretty close. And when this thing gained enough to become profitable, gained 700 pip, so our strategy watcher, whatever you call it, it just locked 200 pip. So if it opened at, well, actually it locked 400 in this case and 200 here, because here you can see it was open at 1259.96 and 1257.9. So 200 here and 400 here, right? So it's 65 almost. So yeah, 400. And in this case, this is like our security, right? It's like our insurance, because imagine if on the chart, if we have all these positions and say it does something like this, but crazy stuff, like it goes real high, real low, and then comes all the way back, and we open all these positions all the way down, all the way up, and it comes back, and suddenly all those positions become losers. It's not good, right? So, and that's why we use the strategy advisor, whatever. It will watch positions, and as soon as they gain something, it will lock the profit. If it continues high, we can move those stops manually to certain levels. Like in this case, if it wasn't, if it was here, somewhere at this level protected, so we could move it down to like 69, because this is pretty good level. We can see that there's a lot of pressure, and if we break this level, so most likely we reverse, but if we wouldn't reach up to here, then we'll continue lower, and somewhere here will become a new level, so we can then move stops lower and keep moving them as long as this price action continues in one direction or another. So now I'm not going to touch these stops because they're on the good levels, but what I'm going to do right now, I think for positions, for requests, so let me see, I will have to open new requests. So I just need orders, new orders. So I'm gonna move it on this side so we can see it clear. Okay, so buy orders, and you can see we actually only have buy orders now. There's no sell orders, because we had we had 5 actually, but one was closed, because I think when the last week when the price was moving, yeah, because one is missing here, so it probably was closed, but we can verify here. Let me see, if I go to open the balance here, you can see, so yeah, that shows us, so this is equity, and now you see like our equity, because we have all those positions open. So if you look at the summary, we have so let me see, so 200 sold, so that's 4 times by 50, 200, and of course, because at this time price is going against us, so our equity is getting lower, right? So if you see, it was 1300, now we only up 900, but that's okay. This is how this works, because we have no idea what is going to happen next, and we just follow the trend, follow the price action, and over time this number will go up, I promise. And here for the balance, you can see we have $100,099.50. So that's because one position closed, and you can see it here, probably uh, at this time when it came low enough to lock the profit, and then it came back up, so it triggered the stop. But we exited one position in profit, which is fine. And this is exactly what we expect. If it continues low, we'll take profits. It goes high, we will start buying. If it continues lower, so our equity will be growing. And this is pretty simple. It's nice to have this tool which will watch our account when we're not around, because you don't want to be watching this 24 hours a day, because that's just crazy. We need some tools to work with forex, and we need strategy, and we need patience to follow it. So we need this rock solid plan and never give up. Just keep going, keep milking this. Take whatever we can take, and just follow the trend. So what do we do now? What is the next step at this time? So right now, let's do here we'll adjust positions. So you see we have those buy orders, and because price went lower, so now we need to fill this opening with the new buy order. So I suggest to start at 1260. It's possible that we can hit 60 and then come back down, but because at this time we have 200 units sold, so there's no problem. We can go other direction a little bit early. So, and here's what I do. So we have gold selected here, that's fine, and go to orders. So let me just do so we need to create entry order. So we have 50 here, buy, and now we start 12. That was 60. That's the first one. And we can actually do this, right? To be able to see orders. So we have 60, so now we need 65. And you see it's a little bit tricky, I don't know, because entry, I think it needs to be selected. That's why we can access it. So we do 1265 buy, okay, then 1270 buy, okay, and then entry 1275. So I'm going to do 1275, and we'll just verify. Here you see they in order, so 60, 65, 70, 75, all the way up to 1300. And I think that's fine, because we do check it daily, maybe every other day. So there's a very slim chance I would break 1300 in one day, because it's too far. But if it does, I mean, that's fine, because we would have all these positions open, and if it goes high, it would be all the profitable trades protected by stops, so that's fine. And if tomorrow we get here, we can open more. If we go lower, we'll do the opposite. So now let's go on open positions, right? So we have one at 65, 60, 55, 50. So I suggest to put 5 more down. So we start with 1245 here. So I put now this time sell, and then we put 1245, okay, and then entry 1240, sorry, 40. And you guys, you should always be very careful. You should always pay attention to what you're doing. Attention to details is important, because it's very easy to do a mistake, you know, some silly stuff like you can put the duplicated order, or your position size would be wrong, or anything, you know. So you always have to verify, you always have to be extra careful, because if you mess up, man, that can cost you a lot of money, you know. It Forex doesn't forgive mistakes. And you see, like, that's exactly what I'm talking about, because I put two buy orders, which is supposed to be sell orders, right? So I need to remove them. And because it's kind of difficult to do business and talk at the same time, because I think I'm not experienced enough in this kind of stuff. So maybe that's why I'm doing these mistakes. But because I will verify to make sure that we all clear. So we have 45. Now we need 40 and 25. So we go entry, sell. I put 40 here, and entry, sell. I'll put 25. And maybe we'll do 22. It wouldn't hurt. I'll put just one extra. Okay. And I think, did I put buy? Yeah, you see, I did it again and again. No, it's all good. Just kidding. So now we just do to verify this. We good that we're good to go. 1245, 1240, 1235, 1230, 1225, 1220. We have 6 more orders. So if price does go through all these orders and we add them together, and if it didn't hit stop, we're gonna have a lot of a big massive order on the short side, but most of it will be protected. So it's good because it works like a pyramid. We kind of save, because if we go down lower, we will be protected, but we will have a big order to if you know, if it goes, imagine if it tomorrow goes like all the way down to 1200 or something crazy like that, some bad news, whatever, and that massive order will be big gain in maybe like 5-10% one day, with pretty low risk, because of this thing that we do. We don't risk much. We kind of building it up and protect level by level. So there's not much risk. We don't open like 1 million units short here and hoping that it would go down. It can go against us, but we build it, so we kind of we have this security. So we not, you know, over leverage or anything, because it's a very conservative approach. I think so. So now we have all the orders set up. We have stops here. So, and you see now we kind of going a little bit lower, so we again up to 1000. So, and that's fine. We usually, you know, spend like 5 minutes to do this, maybe 10. Maybe just check, you know. Sometimes we can be a little bit more aggressive, like here we estimate, yeah, because we right at the trend line, so we're probably gonna go high, but it doesn't mean we will go, because if you look at like even technicals, you know, fundamentals, I call them, many people call them fundamentals, because they they drive the markets, but not right away. Sometimes market goes against fundamentals. Sometimes it just doesn't make sense, you know. And even technical analysis can be wrong, because like this big red candle, that pretty much looks like outside day reversal. Not quite, but it's pretty strong bearish signal. But you know, market can just go return back, retest it, or continue high. So it's market can do whatever it wants. So we just follow it, and this is what my strategy about. So today, guys, is day 2. I just want to keep it short because My first video was too long. It took me all night to upload it in HD quality. So I'm just going to sign off right now, and we'll check it tomorrow. So tomorrow, or maybe during the week, I will show you some other stuff, uh, my other expert advisors that I have, and we will open another account, but that would be tomorrow. So today we just leave it there and sign up. Stay tuned, and we'll talk to you very soon. Have a good day.